Okay, so what's the best training split? Well, for me personally, or my advice would be whichever one you enjoy the most. So whichever you enjoy and whichever you can stick to, that's the best for you. But with that being said, I would say there's two basic ways of training. You either train with high volume or you train with high intensity. So very few people can do both high volume and high intensity and still recover and make gains. That takes a special breed of person to do that. So for the majority of people, you're going to pick high volume or you're going to pick high intensity. So what's the difference between the two? So let's start with high volume. So high volume would probably be best suited to maybe a bro split. Bro split being 1 day chest, 1 day back, 1 day legs, 1 day shoulders, 1 day arms. That's the way I start training. A lot of people start training like that. So with high volume, you're looking about anywhere from 15 to 25 upwards working sets. Now, by the very nature, the weight can't be as heavy because obviously, if you're going to do anywhere from 15, 25 plus sets, you're not going to be at your strongest. But you want to keep the rest relatively short. So let's say between 45 seconds to a minute and a half. And per exercise, you're looking at 4 or 5 working sets, maybe 4 or 5 exercises per body part. Obviously, on different body parts, like maybe legs, you might want to do a little more exercises. Chest, obviously, there's not that many exercises you need to do. So that's a very basic rundown of high volume. Now, high intensity. High intensity, you're going to get very strong. Um, Basically, you're looking at 1, 2 working sets per exercise, and per body part, you're looking at about maybe 4 to 6 exercises, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, depending on where you are and how you've set up your training. So with high intensity, you're looking at 1, 2 all out sets. So you're going to go extremely heavy. Your rest time between sets is going to be quite a bit longer, maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes. Really, there's no set time. It's however long you need to recover in order to do your next set and perform to the max. You might want to use things like drop sets, rest pause techniques, negatives, all kind of intensifiers to intensify the set, and so you can really finish that muscle in the one set and then move on to the next exercise. So that's a very basic rundown of the two training styles. You can put them in any kind of program you want. So, for example, you could do high volume in a push pull legs, but trust me, it's going to take a very long time to get through your workout. So you're going to need a lot of time in the gym. Or you could do high intensity in a bro split, but you're probably going to run your central nervous system into the ground. So I don't know how long you could keep up for. But again, if your food is right and your rest and recovery is right, there's not too much you can't do. If you're new to training, I would probably recommend doing more of a high intensity workout. So just try and get your strength up. If you've been training for a while and you've got some decent amount of muscle, decent amount of strength, definitely would say high volume is beneficial. But it's really whichever one you prefer and whichever one you enjoy the most. I would say when you're doing high volume, you're going to get a real good pump, but you're not going to get the same thrill as when you lift them heavy weights. Definitely when you do that high intensity, the thrill or just getting under some heavy weight is extremely satisfying, man. So my advice is try both. Let me know which one you like, and yeah, man, just see whichever one suits you the best and progress accordingly.